Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, as you guys can see up on the screen. Today we are back once again talking about Sofi Technologies Incorporated. This is ticker symbol SOFI. And hey, the second green day in a row. Again, green days for any stocks, even the major indices, even some of the biggest companies in the world have been hard to come by so far in 2022. Most stocks are down year to date. Some of them are down devastatingly down to date. So again, green days are not plentiful out there, but this is the second green day in a row for SoFi. That is obviously a very, very good sign to see. Yesterday, they were actually outperforming the indices. Now, today, unfortunately, the bad news is, even though this was green, they're up 1.54%. When you look at all the major indices, Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, especially the NASDAQ was up almost 3.6%. This was a huge day. Then it kind of puts this total green day into context for SoFi. Yes, they were up, but no, they did not outperform the major indices. And this is a little bit of a bad sign for SoFi because obviously on the way down, they were outperforming most of these indices on most days. When the S&P would be down 2%, SoFi would be down 5, 10%, whatever. So if we want SoFi to climb back up to where it needs to be, where it maybe should be, where it can be, it's going to need to start turning some things around. But we will be going over everything that's going on with SoFi right now in this video today, giving you guys all the latest news, updates, scoops, all that good stuff. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, of course, as always, no financial advice in this video. Not telling you guys to buy, not telling you guys to sell, nothing like that. Just going over the news, giving my thoughts and opinions. With that being said, here we go. SoFi, again, up 1.54% today, down 0.5% after hours. But this is a great day for the stock market, a good day for SoFi. But still, we are down 37% year to date. So, like I said, we're here when the S&P, I think, is down like 10 to 12% year to date. SoFi's down 37 because it's been way, way, way down on those down days. So if we want to get back to where we need to be, we're going to have to go way, way, way up on those green days, not just 1% up. But hey, 1% up, better than 1% down. Here is some of the news and stuff that is going on. This, I think, is big and something that will be exciting for a lot of people. SoFi, this is from the SoFi stock subreddit, SoFi partnering up with Playvox to improve customer support. So this is a news release from, PR Newswire. Playvox, the leading provider of workforce engagement management solutions for the digital-first and CRM-centric contact center, announced that SoFi, a leading next-gen financial services platform, obviously, as we all know, has partnered with Playvox to implement the Playvox Agent Optimization Suite. SoFi is a member-centric full suite of financial products, enabling nearly 3 million members to manage their financial lives in one application. As one of the fastest-growing fintech companies, quality assurance is key to its success and the satisfaction of its members. Absolutely. Amazing point. And that's kind of why I think this thing, if it goes well, could be super, super good. I don't know how this is going to go, and I don't think a lot of people do just yet, but it's definitely something that we're going to want to follow. To continue meeting evolving member expectations, SoFi needed greater visibility into reporting and in-depth, robust analytics. The Playvox all-in-one agent optimization suite, including quality, learning, performance, voice of the customer, coaching, and motivation, delivers meaningful analytics designed to help agents improve their work results and satisfaction. According to Ian Moti, quality assurance analyst at SoFi, one of our primary business goals is to make informed data-driven decisions that are clear and not only align with our customers' financial goals, but also match with leadership team needs. Playvox Agent Optimization Suite, fast time to value, allows wonderful insight into performance that is actionable at different levels of the organization as we continue to grow, and has allowed us to expand the reach and impact of measurable improvement. So this should be very, very interesting. The top comment on here is obviously I've always found their customer service exceptional. Good to see they're always trying to improve, and more good news equals worse stock. Because yes, like I said, we had some good news coming out today. Yet, hey, stock was up, but it's not like it was up in a meaningful way or anything like that. But I also do wonder, hey, how expensive is this going to be? What's the kind of returns on this going to be? It's probably not going to make them directly money. So how much is it going to cost? What are they going to be losing? And what is the actual upside going to be? Because like people said, this wasn't necessarily an issue that a lot of people saw with SoFi. The customer service is pretty good, but hey, if it can get better, that's great. If it's going to be scalable or better scalable, that's great as well, because obviously SoFi has plans of growing immensely, and maybe the systems that they had in place weren't going to work if they hit, a certain number of customers or a certain number of users or a certain number of services or whatever. So hopefully this will only make things better. Hopefully there will be no hiccups. Hopefully this won't make things worse. But this does seem like SoFi, once again, actively, very, very actively trying to make meaningful changes to their company, to their products, to their services, to their full financial services suite. And this is going to be something to watch out. Like I said, I don't know exactly what this is going to mean. I don't know exactly how this is going to go. I don't know much about this Playvox company. I don't know, what people have said about them in the past or anything like that. But I know everyone who uses SoFi is going to be interacting with them very, very directly now, and we will all have kind of an opinion on this very, very shortly. So that will be interesting to follow, but I do think this is cool. SoFi just always dropping news. They always have something going on. They're always wheeling and dealing, getting new upgrades, just everything. SoFi is very, very entertaining to follow. We also have this, an article about the brief drop in mortgage rates has sparked a mini refinance boom. Again, this is an article coming from a news outlet, and they're saying, hey, all the recent stuff going on has caused a little bit of a rate drop, which is weird because we've been having rate increases pretty much for most of 2022. We had record low interest rates throughout 2020 and 2021. Things have started going up. We know that the Fed is talking about increasing rates in general and that kind of stuff, and that's obviously going to hit the rates for everything. And they're talking about 30-year fixed rate mortgages here. And the fact that they actually decreased from 4.15% to 4.09%. So this has led to a demand for refinances jumping up 9% last week compared with the previous week. Applications for mortgage to purchase a home increased 9% from the previous week, but were 7% lower than the same week 1 year ago. So again, year over year, it seems like less people are buying houses, but it does seem like, at least in the short term, refinances are popping up. They are going up, and that is obviously a great sign for SoFi. They are a company who's going to benefit when people are looking to refinance. They are one of the potential refinance options out there, and when more people are doing it, SoFi is going to get some percentage of that stuff. So I thought this was really, really interesting. I thought this was a good sign. Hey, we'll see how that goes in the future. We also have what some people are saying about SoFi right now. This was an article about SoFi from Seeking Alpha talking about, can SoFi stock hit $30 in 2022? Now, overall, I think this is a pretty bad article, pretty clickbait, pretty weird. Because, again, right now, SoFi is at $9.87. At the time they wrote that, it was probably right around $10, maybe a little bit under, maybe a little bit over. But, saying, hey, is this stock going to triple in the next 9 months? Like, that's, not the greatest. But what they do say, the summary here, SoFi's price has dropped by 58% in less than 4 months. Insane. They had a ho-hum fourth quarter compared to projections. That's debatable. I mean, it depends who you ask, I guess. That's very subjective. Quarter 1 2022 estimates are nothing to write home about either. And SoFi stock may be undervalued at 10, but they must prove themselves first. So this is obviously a very, very negative article overall. It does seem like. And then as you kind of dive into some stuff, hey, is SoFi stock undervalued? And they say, yeah, most analysts think it's undervalued. But on the other hand, here at Seeking Alpha, 10 of the last 20 people who've written articles are saying you should hold. Now they show what's going on, and I think there's only one person saying you should sell, a lot of people saying you should hold, but then there's a lot of people saying you should buy as well. So I don't think that's totally bad, because there's 10 holds, but there's also 9 buys. There's only 1 sell, so not a lot of people think now's the time to get out of SoFi or anything like that. And then you have, again, them answering the question of, hey, can SoFi reach $30 in 2022? SoFi did hit a price of $23.29 in November of 2021 for this 54% drop. Of course, the question always is the bottom in yet? And they would say probably, because even if SoFi doesn't quite hit its 2022 objectives, I would still doubt it'll fall much further than 982. So they don't think it's going much lower. Then that would at least lead me to believe that they think it's probably a buy, yet they're telling people to hold. I don't know. None of this makes sense. But obviously it means that they don't have a lot of faith in SoFi in the long term, but hey, we might have found a localized bottom. Just think it's kind of weird, kind of interesting, seeing what people out there are saying about SoFi as well. We also have this from BusinessInsider.com talking about SoFi mortgage review. Easy online lending experience, but mortgage options are limited. So, hey, they're giving SoFi some good press, some good news, but also maybe some bad news and a bad headline in some ways as well, saying, hey, their mortgage options are limited, which for some people that's good. Some people don't want a million different options. People just want the one that they're looking for, or they want a simplified offering. But they are also saying that, hey, it is a very, very easy online lending experience, and that's what a lot of people are looking for as well. So I thought that was kind of good and bad too, kind of seeing what people are saying about SoFi right now. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Let me drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.